Hey everybody, I am so excited to share this make with everyone. It's a little variation on the last peg doll angels that I made and shared. These are a little more colorful, a little more shabby chic, and to me a little easier to have a little more personality. And if you remember, the last ones I made were very traditional looking. I tried to do them very old-fashioned with the cream colors and the capes and the traditional halos. So this was the last video with the wooden peg doll angels. And as I was making those, I was already kind of picturing what I wanted to do with my next set that I made. And so this is the second set because I wanted them to be really colorful and fun and just whimsical angels and have a lot of the shabby chic colors and pinks and greens and blues. So this is the second set I made, and these all have more kind of more girly dresses on them than a traditional angel that was in my last video. So I wanted these to just be really fun. So I can't wait to share how I made these. And part of the inspiration when I was making these, and this is a stamp set that I'm going to share with y'all, is the particular names, little name definitions for these. So I'm going to show y'all how to make these. And y'all, these are so simple and so fun. Look how cute she is. And I have them laying down just for filming, but they are made so that they will stand up or hang on a tree with a little hanger in the tag. So y'all can see how sweet they are. Look at her little dress and her wings and her tag. And really another reason that I wanted to make these is I have a bunch of washi tape that I always love, and I fall in love with it when I see it in stores, but then I don't ever use it that much. I don't really journal, and so I haven't always found the best uses for it, but I have found that putting it on the little angels has been so much fun because so much of the washi tape has little prints on it. So all of these have washi tape on them, and the tags have washi tape. So I can't wait to show y'all. All of their angel wings are made with washi tape, and their bodies and the little tags. And I didn't want anything matchy, so it's all just very kind of piecemeal, but it all kind of works. But I purposely didn't match anything up exactly because I think it makes it a little more fun. And this one. So, and y'all, they are so cute. Look how sparkly. Okay, so let's talk about all the little pieces that went into making this. And I'm not going to go all the way through how to make their faces because I did the process in the last video with the traditional angels. So this one is just going to be more some of the little variations in order to be able to make this one. So let me squeeze these in over here. And actually, I thought the last ones were my favorite that I made, but these actually may be my new favorite because I had so much fun doing all their colors and mixing and matching all the pieces together. Okay, so let's start with, they are just made on little wooden peg dolls. They're flat on the bottom, they're unfinished, and I get them in a package of 5 or 6 for $2 from Hobby Lobby. But these are the little wooden pegs. So that's the first thing. Then you're going to want to paint the head, whatever color you want it to be, and do your peachy keen face, or hand paint a face on if you're good at that. But y'all know I use the little peachy keen faces, and it is this stamp set. It's the PK 3000 Jill's Favorites from Peachy Keen, and it has the little angel. So that's what I used. And I just glued it on. stamped it on mulberry paper and glued it on. And then I covered the body in washi tape. And I have all of this fabulous washi tape that I love it. I see it. I always think the colors are so fun, but like I said, I don't have a particular thing that I do with it, but I think some of the prints are so tiny on these that it made it fun to use for the little peg dolls because they're to scale. Look at the teeny tiny bows and the teeny tiny flowers. And let's see, so many, like this is a teeny tiny Santa face and teeny tiny dots, but whatever washi tape stash you have. And if you don't want to use the washi tape, you can just paint the bodies like I did in my last video. But I thought the washi tape added a little extra, little bit of whimsy to it. So I chose to do the washi tape on these. So what you're going to want to do is pick your washi tape. And y'all, I just literally went through my washi tape box and picked out a bunch of pastels and Christmassy colors, and none of them really match, but you just kind of make them work. So let's see, put all of this back in here. So what you're going to want to do is take, and I do like, y'all know the washi tape will have different textures to it. I do like the washi tape that has more of a paper feel to it, but some of them are glossy and they're fine too. But I think when you're doing the Mod Podge over them, I think the paper, more flat surface, takes the Mod Podge a little bit better. But you can certainly use the shiny, but I prefer the flat. So what I did was I just pulled some washi tape off and covered the body. It took 2 pieces to cover the body of the angel. And then after I put it on, I took some satin Mod Podge and brushed over top of it. And it does 2 things. It seals it, but it also kind of helps to hold it. But it also kind of, I don't know, adds a little bit of shine to it. It makes it look a little more finished than just putting the washi tape on it. It kind of gives it that illusion of being a solid piece. So I put the washi tape on, Mod Podged it, and then I just took a little piece of pipe cleaner and wrapped around the neck of each one. And I just did different colors. There's gold and silver and pink. So that gives us our body. And you know from my other videos, I love to use the little curly snow from Hobby Lobby to do the hair. So all of these angels just have the hair glued on to make their hair. But if you don't have this, you can always just paint hair on with acrylic paint if you wanted to do that. But I like the little fuzzy snow hair. So that gives us our body. Now, what I wanted to do for the skirts, let me move this out of the way and show you. I just kind of went through and pulled little snippets of ribbons I have, and just regular tulle that comes on a roll, and just cut you a piece. And you're just going to want to take a needle as if you were gathering it and run through a piece of ribbon or tulle. You see how I just took, and it's not perfect because it doesn't have to be, because it's not going to show, but just run a piece of thread with a needle through your tulle or your ribbon, and then you just pull it up to make a little crinkledy skirt. See how you just pull it? And it gives you the perfect little skirt to go around the body. So let me show y'all on this. Eek. So, and you just tie it on. And then after I tie it, I usually add a little Eileen's glue underneath it to kind of secure it a little bit more. And so what I wanted to do with this one in particular is I wanted this one to have a couple of layers. So this is just a piece of regular blue chiffon ribbon, and I ran a piece of thread through it with a needle, and gathered it also. And I wanted to just do another ruffle on top, and you'll tie it also. Okay, and that gives you her little dresses. And this was another one I did, and I'll just slide this on so you can see after it's tied in a circle. You see how easy that is? And it looks so fancy. So look how cute that is. And that's how I got the dresses on all of these. And some of them are single, like this one is just one piece of ribbon. But some of them I doubled, like on this one, I used a piece of tulle and then I used a piece of lace and did 2 layers. So you can just let your imagination go wild. And this is a piece of just pink lace that I gathered on here. So that gives you their dress. All right, so let's talk about, let's see what we wanted to add next. Okay, so this is the other fun thing that I wanted to show y'all. This type of paper, and I'm going to show you the pad that it comes in. It is Strathmore Tone Tan Mixed Media paper. It's a vellum surface, but I love this paper, and I'm going to open it up and show you. It is the prettiest. It's like a craft, but it's creamier, and it just has a very, very pretty color to it. So I use this a lot. If you've never used this, you can pick it up, I'm sure, at Michael's or Joann's, anywhere that has artist paper. But I love this paper, and that's what I made the tags out of. And another thing I like about this paper in particular is the washi tape sticks to it really, really well. If you've ever messed with washi tape, sometimes my frustration with it is it doesn't always want to stick to the surfaces, but it sticks to this particular paper really well. And it's a heavy cardstock, but it's not too heavy that you can't cut it with your die cuts. So what I did was I cut some little pieces of this into squares, and I covered it with different colors of washi tape. All right. See all this? All of these I just covered with washi tape on one side. The side you're going to use. And it's another kind of cheat way of getting you more paper, faux paper to use with teeny tiny prints. Because that's one thing I do love about the washi tape is it's very tiny scale. And it works perfect for these little angels. So I wanted to show you that. So her wings and the tags both are made with this particular paper. So this is the tag that was cut with this paper. And I want to show you what set it's out of. It is this set from Spellbinders, S3427, and it's just assorted tags. And it is this larger tag right here. So this is the die that I used for the tag, and I ran it through the die cut machine and got this. So after I did that, I just took some of the washi tape and decorated the tag, and I just ran some colors around it. And it doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want. As you can see, each one's a little bit different, but I just put some tape on the tags, and you can do whatever combinations you want. But I would just do a couple at the top and a couple at the bottom. And you can see how well this sticks. And so just decorate your tag with your washi tape. And then this is the fun part of this project to me, y'all, that I really wanted to share. There is a stamp set by Lily of the Valley. And it is this stamp set. Let's see what it's called. Festive Definitions. And it's number 008. And I just thought this stamp set was fabulous because it's all these words with definitions like holly and merry and festive and snowman and so many fabulous little Christmas definitions. But when I saw it and I saw the word holly, Mary, Carol, Noel, star, and angel, I thought of little girl names. And so that's the one, those are the ones that I picked for these. I don't know why it spoke to me like that, but when I saw those, that's what I thought of. And so it's this stamp set, and it is a clear polymer stamp set. And I just stamped on old book paper. Y'all know that's kind of my go-to, in the margins of some old book paper, these words. Okay. And I'll just show y'all. I stamped a couple of each one. Like there's star and angel and Mary and Holly and Carol. So I just stamped them. Now, I didn't want them to look perfect, so I didn't cut them, and I didn't want to die cut them. I wanted them to have a very old look. So instead of cutting them, after I stamped them, I just did the old-timey tear. And I did a top tear. That way the little edges, the frayed edges, would show on the top. And if you tear it going down, your frayed edges are gonna show on the bottom. So do a top tear and shape your little piece. All right? And so this is Noel, because this one is gonna be Noel. And after I tore them, let's see y'all, I used a little bit of ink to give them just some light color. And I stamped it in just black ink, and then I used a little bit of Tattered Rose Distressed Oxide to just barely hit the center of them with a little bit of pink. And then I used a little bit of Speckled Egg along the outside. So it's just a very soft old-fashioned blue and a very soft old-fashioned pink on the torn tags. All right. And then I just glued it on top of the washi tape that I had decorated the tag with, and glued a little bit of pom-pom lace on the bottom. Now, I did use the little eyelets in these. You don't have to, but I just thought it would be a little fun element. So I did put the little eyelets through the holes of these tags. So that is there. And then let's talk about the ribbon, y'all. Every once in a while, I get in the mood to dye ribbon. And so I dyed some of the ribbon. And I just dyed just kind of old-timey fashion colors. And I use the seam binding. And then I just use ink pads and water, or distress spray, the distress sprays from Ranger. And I just dyed a bunch of different colors of little ribbon and crinkled them up and dried them with my heating tool. So I did that, and that is what I tied all of these with, are the little fun different colors of crinkled dyed seam binding, because it just looks old-fashioned to me, y'all. It looks old-timey. And then I placed a little one of the little gems on top of it to add a little bit of sparkle to all of them. So that's the tag, and that's the little girl. So for her parts, this is the same set I used on the other angel, the more traditional angel. I love the wings on this one. And I will put all of these sets in my description, but it is this wing. And I use this halo also instead of using a separate halo. I did use this halo this time. So after I covered the paper with the washi tape, I just put that through the die cut machine and cut the wings and a halo for each one. And this is a cottage cut set, little angel. So that's that, and I'll show you. Let's see. That's her wing. And that's her little angel, her little halo. All right. So after that, I just did a little loop out of whatever color the pipe cleaner is that's around her neck. I just did a little loop to go on the back, and I hot glued. So let me show you all. So after her wings go on, and you can either hot glue her wings or Eileen's tacky glue. After you put the wings on, you just put the pipe cleaner loop on top of that. So that's what you get. And I'll show y'all on her. So her wings went on, and then I hot glued the little loop on top of that. So y'all, she's so fun. Okay, so those are most of the parts that went in. It really doesn't have a lot of pieces to it. The tags are what I had so much fun with, because I just pictured this being like their little angel name tags. And this one set has so many fabulous names in it, because like I said, there's Noel, Star, Holly, Carol, Angel, and Mary. So I thought these were all just perfect. So let's put these over here. Let's see what else, y'all. Oh, okay. So after you put her skirt on, however you want her skirt to be, take some of the satin Mod Podge, or you can use flat if you would prefer, but on these I did use satin, and brush over her skirt. Just hit it, and over her washi tape again. And like I said, I don't do her face or her hair, but everywhere else, her wings and everything else, put some Mod Podge on, and then sprinkle some of the Distress Rock Candy Glitter on top of it. And I love the look that it gives these. It adds so much sparkle. But the other thing that the Mod Podge does, y'all, is it hardens it. It hardens the little skirts. It hardens the wings. It makes them a little more substantial. So y'all can see how this ribbon is really stiff now, which I love. And it did the same thing to the lace. See how it hardened it? So it looks like she's glittery and she's sparkly, but she's also snowy. And it kind of hardens all of it. So I love that. So that is it, y'all. That is all the parts that went into this. It's just a little variation on these angels that I did in my last video. And if you are wondering about the faces, the last video I did has a step-by-step on the faces specifically. So check out that video if you're wanting the faces. But I just mainly wanted to do this one as a little variation on the last ones, and show y'all another way y'all could make her and kind of give her a little name tag and a little fancy ornament hanger. So y'all, how fun are these? And you could always do them in more traditional colors if you wanted. Y'all know I love the pastels, and I love pinks and greens and blues, and I love traditional colors, but I also love all of these colors at Christmas also. So that is it, y'all. And these were just so much fun. And I already kind of have another little project in mind that I'm going to do with the next ones. But these, y'all, the fun part about this is once you kind of start doing them, it's like you think of other ways to kind of tweak them and make them cuter the next time. And that's what I found so enjoyable about these. So I hope y'all had fun watching these, and I hope y'all are inspired to make some of your own angels. All right, I'll see you next time.